Good morning friends. Myself Professor Dhaval Chandarana, and today we will discuss a subject of cybersecurity, and cybersecurity subject, it is the really important concept nowadays. So we will study the basic fundamentals of a network defense tools, because it is a really important thing when we perform some cybersecurity against protections above data. So today we will discuss some more points of unit number 2, which is known as a network defense tools, and we discuss some tools regarding firewall and packet filters. So now today we will discuss one of the important points of unit number 2, known as a stateless versus stateful firewall. In my previous lecture, we will discuss some of the points regarding the basic concept of firewall, how they are protecting our data, how they are protecting our network, how requests will be generated, and how they are verify all the criteria which we are implemented in a firewall. So student, today we will start with the stateless and stateful firewall. First, we discuss a brief introductions about stateless and stateful firewall. Start with the stateless and stateful firewall. May sounds pretty similar with a being denoted with a single distinctions. Means whenever you speak a stateless and stateful firewall, I think a sound is pretty similar, but there are some distinct change between a stateful and stateful-less firewall. But they are in fact two very different approaches with delivering or diverging functionality and capabilities, or we can say differentiate functionality and capabilities. So now first thing we will discuss about stateless and stateful firewall is packet filtering potentials is one of the principal way in which stateless and stateful firewall differ from each other, because a packet filtering is the main concept of a firewall. If whenever we are implementing firewall in a particular protect our personal computer, packet filtering is a must prior thing whenever we implement a cyber security. While both the firewall implementations perform the packet filtering, the difference between them is in the methodology, depth and length they go to performing these functions. As this line says, whenever we implemented firewall, by defaultly packet filter is inbuilt. But what is the difference between stateless and stateful? The implementations, or we can say methodology, depth, what are the different verifications rules, and the length means how many times they are verify the particular packets and how they long verify the particular packets whenever the packet is transmitted in our private network. So there are the three differences when we are implementing stateless as well as a stateful firewall. The main focus will be on how they compare to each other in terms of packet filtering performance, level of security features offered, and latent hardware requirements to run these functions. So now we differentiate a stateless versus stateful firewall in a three different concept, because whenever we comparing something, there are some parameters is required. Based on those parameters, we find that what are the biggest advantage about the particular methods and what are the different prerequisitions about to implement these particular firewalls. So in a stateless and stateful, we are focusing on three different parameters. First one known as a packet filtering performance, level of security which are provided by the stateless and stateful firewall, and the third, it is the really requirement about a hardware, because whenever we implemented, first we need to know what is the requirement about to implementations. So there are the three different parameters which we are comparing and find out which one is the best one among both two. Start with the stateless firewall. First we discuss what is a stateless firewall and what are the different requirements. Stateless firewall are some of the oldest firewall on the market and have been around for almost as long as the web itself. Means, as the line says, whenever we introduce a website in 1991, at the time of web itself, the stateless firewall is introduced. Means it is the oldest firewall. Whenever we implemented any web application, it must be a by default access. The purpose of stateless firewall is to protect computer and network, especially routing engine, process and resources. So you guys need to focus that whenever we implemented a stateless firewall, we are protecting two things. First, protecting our personal computers, and second, they are protecting network itself, and based on a network they are protecting a routing engine process and the resources. Routing engine process means where the actual packet should be transmitted, where the actual packet should be delivered, and what are the different ways to deliver a particular packet with the shortest path. So it is the concept of routing engine process, and who can manage those things? It is known as a router, known as a resources. So a stateless firewall is protecting both the things. First, they are protecting a personal computer, as well as if we access any of the data through the network, they are protecting packet filtering, as well as says a routing engine process, as well as a resources who can manage a routing engine process. They provides this security by filtering the packets of incoming traffic distributions between UDP, TCP traffic and port numbers. So how the stateless firewall is work? As per the line says, the stateless firewall is built in on a UDP, user datagram protocol, and transmission control protocol. So it's work on both the concept UDP level as well as TCP. UDP means a standalone system, or we can say wired system, and TCP is known as a wireless system. So in both the case, wired and wireless network, stateless firewall provide a protections against the harmful environments. How they are protecting our data? They are filtering packets, incoming traffic distributes between those two concepts known as a UDP and TCP, as well as some important concept which will implemented statewide firewall. We can say it is known as a port number. So based on two different concept, protocol as well as a port number, they are building to a security against our private data. The packet are either allowed the entry onto the network or denied access based either their source or destination address or some other static information such as traffic type known as a UDP and TCP. So guys, now you are clear how their stateless firewall is work. Two things are discussed in this particular line. Whenever some packet is coming from the outside, or we can say unsecure network, they are first check the particular requirement which is matched by the firewall. If they are comparing all the requirements, they are provide the permissions to penetrate the particular firewall. If they are not matched with any kind of rules, they are directly denied based either on their source or destination's address, or we can say IP addresses, or some of the static information such as a traffic known as a UDP and TCP. So we can say that the stateless firewall is work on both the things. Either they can work on static destination IP address or source IP address, as well as some traffic address known as a UDP and TCP. So it is the best way to identify the particular packet filtering, as well as it is the best way to implement a security against the harmful networks. Now we see what are the different concepts which are implemented in the stateless firewall. One commonly pitfalls, or we can say drawback of stateless firewall, is that they are unable to view packets as part of wider traffic and will inspect them in the isolations and are mostly unable to distinguish the merits of applications level traffic type such as HTTP, HTTPS, FTP, VoIP, SSH and etc. Means those packets which are coming from the first OSI layer known as the applications layer, they are not identifying, or we can say they are not seeing the particular packet which are coming from the applications layer. So it is one of the drawback which we see in a stateless firewall. This can make them susceptible, or we can say denied, to attacks that there are not hidden within the single packets but spread out across the many of them. Means they can deny some packets, but if the packet it should be hidden within the single packets, so they can not visible to within the stateless firewall. So if some hacker hides some unauthorized data between those two packets, so stateless firewall will never provide the security against those kind of harmful data, because it should be hidden to the particular packets. Stateless firewall also do not keep track of the status of the network as well, or the connections made to it. Means they can never register any kind of tracking process in a particular data, or we can say packets. So it is one of the drawback, because if we not provide any kind of tracking, then where the actual packet should be come and how the destination should be getting this particular packet, we never going to track any kind of data in a stateless firewall. So if some hacker hacking our system, we can't say that some hacker will be accessed through the particular port number, because we have not any kind of tracking record if we are implementing a stateless firewall. However, this does means that stateless firewall are much quicker and functions more efficiently due to them only checking the header part of an inspect packet. As previously we says that the stateless firewall is only identified the header. They are not verifying the actual data which is come under the particular header. So if some hackers are intelligent, they can hide some data which are not secure for our network, so they can easily penetrate a particular firewall and they can access our data without any kind of permissions. Because a stateless firewall, it is only checking the header part of inspect packet. They are not verifying the actual data which are bind in the particular packets. So it is one of the disadvantages stateless firewall, but if they are checking only the headers, that's why it is a faster compared to the stateful. So it is one of the advantage. Now we see how the stateless firewall is work with the diagram. I think now you are clear how the stateless is work. Before we start with the discussion about any diagram, just see what are the different concepts. First, security policy known as a firewall, destination port number known as a 25, destination port as 80. They are going with the malicious third party, or we can say hacker. It is a private network which is authenticated users, or we can say server, means they are protecting ourselves. Allow inbounded means synchronizing acknowledgement packets, source port number 80, because a destination port 80 is a secure. Allow the unbounded synchronized packet, destination port number is 80, means ingoing or outgoing both the packets should be allowed for the port number 80, because whenever a destination port number is 80, it is authenticated users or it is a server, because what are the information should be sent from this authenticated users, or we can say port number 80, it is a secure data. But if some of the data should be come from the 25 port number, it is a malicious, or we can say hackers data. So we just provide the security towards a port number 25, not provide any kind of security against port number 80. Now let's see what is the secure internal network. Whenever we implemented stateless security policy packet filtering overviews, we just accept only port number 80 data. So if some data should be come from the destination port number 80, it's directly allowed it from the firewall. But if some data should be come to the 25 port number, it should be directly rejected. They are never from our secure internal network. So whenever we implemented a stateless firewall, the firewall is just verify the number of port number which is bound in a header. They are never verify any kind of data which are part of a particular packets. So I think now you are clear what is a stateless firewall and how the real-time firewall should be implemented. Now we see what is a stateful firewall. Stateful firewall are a more advanced modern extensions of a stateless packet filtering firewall, in that they are continuously able to keep track of the state of the network and the active connections. It has such as TCP stream or a user datagram protocol communications. So I think we found one difference between a stateless and stateful. As previously we discussed, stateless firewall never tracking any kind of information about a packet. But as the first line says that a stateless, or we can say a modern extension of stateless packet filtering firewall, is that they continuously able to keep track of the same state of the network. So it is one of the advantage of stateful firewall. The ability to acknowledging and utilizing the context of incoming traffic as well as a data packet in one of the principal advantages. Stateful firewall have over the stateless concessions, allowing them to understand how to tell the difference between legitimate and malicious traffic or a packet. So a stateful firewall is directly differentiate between legitimate and malicious traffic, or we can say a packet. It is only and only happen because they are verifying complete data with a header information. Whenever we implemented stateless firewall, they just verified a header. They are never verified any kind of packet information. But in a stateful firewall, they are verifying all the data which should be part of packet, as well as they are verifying a particular header informations. This ultimately gives a stateful firewall one of the most powerful security tools in a model policies that protect the network connections through the implementation of additional security procedure for a new, ongoing or active connections. Means they are providing all the security related which are already connected via the network, as well as if some active connection should be implemented, they also provide the security against ongoing and active connections. So it is the most powerful security tools in nowadays. In most cases, new connection will need to introduce themselves to the firewall with what most experts denote as a handshake before being allowed on the list of establishment connections. Whenever we access some information through the newer network, first they introduce his or herself for a particular behalf of a particular firewall. Means they are introducing his or herself to our firewall. They are introducing his or her security levels. They are a secure network. If the data should be transmitted from this particular network, they provide the surety against the security of data as well as privacy about our personal information. That's why internet introducing three-way handshake protocol. What is the three-way handshake protocol? If some outsider network want to communicate with our secure network, they first provide a request and provide all the information about his privacy. If we are agree with all the policies and the privacy about a security of our personal data, then they are verified to access our data as well as they are permitted through the firewall. So it is the actual concept of three-way handshake. Stateful firewall are not without their vulnerability. However, Vulnerability means it is one kind of mistake will be generated from the user side as well as from the network side. The special handshake involved in the establishment new active connections require a significant increase in a software network connections complexity and the computational power needed to implement them. Leaving such firewall vulnerable to a cyber threat such as distributed denial of services attacks. Means if some vulnerability found on network, some hackers can be implemented a DDoS attack. It is known as a distributed denial of services. But if we are implemented stateful firewall, they can directly deny those kind of packet which are never permitted from user side. So DDoS attack is never be accessible in a stateful firewall. This threat has been mitigated by many users of stateful firewall by spreading out a network traffic across more firewall appliances within a many using third-party cloud-based services middlemen in order to reduce the risk and necessary infrastructures. So as per the line says, it is just provide the barriers between outside of network and inside the network, because whenever we implemented any stateful firewall, it's work as a middleman. So if someone want to communicate with our network, they first provide all the surety against his or her private data as well as our private security policies. All the documents should be verified within the stateful firewall throughout the communications. Now we see how the stateful firewall is implemented. As previously we says, a stateless firewall is implemented, they just accessing a port number. Same case, they are verifying a particular port number as well as they are provide a security against his or her private destination and source address. Means they are start recording all the transactions should be come from 1.1.1.1 because a port number 80 is just verifications of data. They are never verifying a particular users. So authentication user have some identity known as 1.1.1.1. If you are implemented a stateful firewall, so firewall is also verifying port number as well as particular identity of authenticated users. So in somehow, if some packet, it should be come from the private network or we can say secure internetwork, all the packet informations coming from the 1.1.1.1, they are recording all the things. So in case if some of the packet it should be harm our network, they directly denies this particular users. So from these users, they never send any kind of informations through this particular firewall and they can't access any of the particular system because we are denied directly users. We are just verifying data as well as we are verifying all the ongoing records which is coming from the 1.1.1.1. So it is a two-layer security known as port security as well as source and destination security. So I think now you are clear what is the difference between stateless and stateful firewall. Now we see some advantages and disadvantages of stateful and stateless firewall. First we see the advantage of stateful firewall. Stateful firewall are highly skilled at the detecting unauthorized attempt or forged messaging. Means some of the message it should be risky for our system, they are directly denied from the particular system. So it is one of the advantage of stateful firewall. The powerful memory retains key attributes of a network connections because they are recording all the things which are coming from the outside of network or we can say which are come from the trusted party. So it is the powerful memory, that's why they are recording all the things. These firewalls do not need many ports open for the proper communications because they have all the records between the communications which happening with the particular source to a particular destination address. So that's why there no need too many ports open for the proper communications. Stateful firewall offer extensive login capabilities and robust attack preventions. They provide the security against a robust attack prevention, means they are performing DDoS attack against all the unnecessary requests coming from the outside of network, because a stateful firewall is denied through the source or IP addresses as well as a port number. An intelligent system, stateful firewall base further filtering decisions on the cumulative sums of past and present finding, because it only and only happen because they are recording all the transactions which are in performing in past, which are already active in present. Based on comparison, they are checking or they are verifying a past communications as well as current ongoing communications, and based on those verifications of communication, they are allowing some users to access our data. So it is one of the best features which are part of a stateful firewall. Now we see some disadvantage of a stateful firewall. Vulnerability may allow a hacker to compromise and take a control over the firewall that is not updated with the latest software release. Vulnerability means a sum of the mistakes should be happen from the user side whenever they are implementing a stateful firewall, so hacker can take advantage and they are controlling our system, because on the latest update vulnerability can never be solved. Some stateful firewall can be tricked to allow or even attract outside the connection with an action as simple as viewing a web pages, because we are allowing based on a particular IP address and port number. We are never verifying a particular identity about the particular host. So if some host is provide the trusted and we are allowing, but the information should be risky from our network. So it is the one of the disadvantage of stateful firewall. Man in the middle attacks may pose greater vulnerabilities, because if some hacker can access a surety about a data against the stateful firewall, they directly have permissions to access all the internal or we can say secure network. So if man in the middle attack, it should be performed because of greater vulnerabilities. If some users which are accessible over firewall, so they can control all our network. It is known as a man in the middle attacks. Now we see some advantage about stateless firewall. Stateless firewall is delivering fast performance, as previously we says. It is a faster than compared to the stateful because they are just verifying a header informations. Heavy traffic is no much for the stateless firewall, which perform well under the pressures without getting caught up in the details, because they are just verifying header information. They never verify where the data should be come and where their destination part should be available. Means they are never verifying a source and destination addresses. So when a traffic should be more, they are just accessing a port number and provide the permissions. Stateless firewall have the historical been cheaper to a purchases, although these days stateful firewall having a significantly come down in a price, because a stateless firewall, it is the oldest one and it should be come through the only verification of port number. Second, they never require some more memory because they never track all the communications. So that's why it is a cheaper compared to the stateful. Now we see some disadvantage of stateless firewall. Stateless firewall do not inspect the traffic, because if some data should be hidden from the particular packets but the port number is trusted, so data should be directly penetrate our particular firewall. The stateless firewall also does not examine an entire packet, as previously we says they are just verifying the header informations, but instead decide whether the packet satisfy existing security rules. So if some users allow a port number 80 to accessing our data, or we are allowing some information which come from the under port number 80. If data may be harmful or not, they are just verifying the port number. So if some intelligence hacker identified that what kind of port should be open, so they can directly use it this particular port number and provide a viruses through this port number. So it is one of the disadvantage of stateless firewall. And the last, this firewall require some configurations to arrive at a suitable level of protections, because it is work only a single level security. They just provide a security against the port number. If someone access this particular port number and hack the data, so they can directly access our private network as well as our secure or private informations. So the firewall requires some configurations to arrive at a suitable level of protection. Every time we just provide the information against the untrusted party as well as a port number, because the only information which will be checked in a stateless firewall is port number. So now I think you are clear what is the actual implementation of stateful and stateless firewall, and what are the different advantages as well as disadvantages compared with the different parameters based on a security level, based on a particular inspect traffic, and based on a traffic if they are much higher, so who can faster compare with the other firewall. So I think now clear what is a stateful and stateless firewall. Thank you so much.